since high school, meaning this, like you just being overextended or being pushing your maturity into, starting position before it's ready is man, I always looked at life and I said, man, it's some things I'm gonna get to that. Granted, I could jump up and do it early, but I'm gonna get to that. So just looked at it and just felt like didn't think that, or you didn't like think about it. Mm, you know, and he not gonna, he not, it's not happening in 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. See, schools, this is how you could tell schools really care. This is what I be always saying, like people be getting on that. Oh, the school and this and that and that and this and nigga, these schools don't give a fuck about these coaches, nigga. You see how they did niggas like Pete Carroll, all kinds of other shit in the history. Um, like man, Pete Carroll went to the NFL. Pete Carroll would have stayed with this with the what's the cause that he could have. Yeah, I think it's lost on everybody that Nick Saban was the only nigga who wanted to be winning like that. Yeah, yeah, he did. What? Yeah, man. The fuck? You asking that like Joe Paterno started coaching when we started watching college football, man. You sound crazy. He need to get out of his he need to get out of his grave and slap the shit out you. He was coaching nigga when my motherfucking Auntie Chris was born, nigga. Boy, he coached from like 1970 something to 2020 to 2000 like no. He was born December 21st. He is Sagittarius, December 21st, 1926. Don't forget that. Joe Palmer. He played for 46 years. He's telling me. He started coaching in 1966. And they killed him, nigga. Man, stop. Make it look pretty being funny. No, he died. I think that when you take away what keep people young and being around, he was around young people, 18 years old. He around people 17 to no 17 to 70 for 47 plus years. It's gonna keep you a little young. The moment you're not doing that shit no more, and you now are infused with sadness because niggas think that you diddy booty paternal. What I'm saying? No, that's not what that means. People see that's what I'm saying. Like, why he got to get out of those people? Like, cause he didn't do nothing to nobody. That's the sad part. Like, we live in a world where people really just behave so much they want to punish anything they hate. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie too. Somebody from USC called and told me because all the players in the board USC after that, and they thinking about this shit. And USC was weird for that. No, what did you talk about? It was not two niggas in this year from USC. It was literally like five. It was literally like 5 or 6 niggas with them. It's they straight teams. Okay, because I don't think they're gonna take the couch anymore. Not only the players. I mean, yeah, no, even just because it's not really the thing to do. I think I don't think that you get the same thing out of doing that as you get out of what's called in college. It's too volatile to believe that you can put that together consistently. Like it to right back on the edge, it's like it ain't easy. Yes. Oh, no, that's um where's your question? I mean, I'm taking on a year for you additionally. You should you should be. I'm finna play my game right now. That's what I was gonna tell you. Actually, we got talking like that. Also, we can. What's it called? Okay. Once we got to this little downtime, that's what I'm gonna do right now. So that I'm trying to check the score of this game. I know it's one. Did you watch the game? Oh, what? Oh, you funny as shit. About 60%. Yeah. What? You do realize you got this is a ube cookie. One of our coworkers made it. Uh, man, we ain't gonna talk about how I ain't never playing fantasy football with y'all niggas again. I got a fantasy football team. My brother John did is 8-2. Caleb led by sorry ass Caleb Williams getting 10 points a week. You know that's that shit. He ain't 30 no fucking yards. Not my phone line. He 12. I'm gonna stop Chris. I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna poke you in your fucking eye. Like the nigga did in fucking water for you, nigga. Um, hey, nigga. I'm gonna poke you in your eyes like Captain Insano. He third and probably like one of them percentage stats. But ain't no one. I'm just gonna poke you in your eye like. I don't know because I'm not trying to hate on him either. He's never won in quarter comebacks in game winning drama. I go Knicks. Jasmine, Jasmine, I know you can go to the league, but Chris just said it. Or Knicks look like Frankie Lee. And Jasmine, I would like the record to show Jasmine has been taught the way to watch the game because she said it very early on in the season. I don't like Geno Smith face. She said basically she was like, I don't like his face like nothing. He been playing like shit. No, that's crazy though, because like how the fuck you finished in 33-16 is crazy. We're speaking about just looking like Tio. 9 catches for 144. It's crazy. Michael Penix, yeah. He knew that was coming anyway. That's why he just had to come in and just ball, and that did not happen. Man, Stephen A was lying, and I had to realize like, nah, this got to be the truth. I know ain't nobody admitted that in public because if that's the case, that's why the offense looked like that when we watched it. It wasn't even just brought to you by FanDuel. It's literally the fact that what the fuck you do in an offense where a nigga can't get under center like that. Stephen A said, yeah, the fact that the Falcons was putting him primarily in shotgun because being under center affected his knee. I was like, huh? In certain shit, you can't just get glossed. You can't just say that on just casually. That don't sound all right at all. If that's the case, then what the fuck y'all drafted this nigga for? That's, how did he pass his physical? He got a paper ACL. And his ACL not even paper. His ACL made out of wet paper machine. You blow like this. You blow like this. That ACL can pop. Yeah, he done tore it. He tore it out. And, that's crazy. Um, But that's why you gotta also be very cerebral. These quarterbacks should be throwing the ball. Niggas say, "Yep, I can throw the ball. Can't read no defense. Can't make no adjustment, no audibles, no nothing." I promise you, I'll be living at the facility. Oh no, no, no. The Bears is going to be at a fever pitch at the end of this weekend. Exactly. The Bears finna win, and they finna be turned, and they gonna play the Rams in the first round. Now that's what I do need them to do. Go ahead and knock off the Eagles. Let's make it interesting. Beat them. You feel me? Beat the Eagles up. Break Jalen Hurts' leg in 6 places. I mean, oops. Make some good plays. Make some good plays. Bro, you got it. Oh, I forgot. You don't got it. Bro, yeah, bro. You need to get on this Discord. That shit was spinning. Discord is like I found out Discord is the way. I don't know if you listened to Offset album, not Halloween, the one that he put out before that, Kiari. He got a really good song on there with John Legend. Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna matter of fact, yeah, go down. Look, I could read your channel. If I could read your channel. What is this? I'm not gonna tell you to do extras to restart your game. I said, have you, yeah, possibly. Oh yeah. Oh, oh my God. Yeah. That'd be cool. But then you probably gotta pay the mascot. I don't know if they're trying to do that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. True. Mm-hmm. Cause you gotta find your thing first. You ain't really find your own. Hmm? Yeah, I always been found all that. Cool. I would. The thing is I already know that is so many plays in there. I wouldn't know what you gonna run because you don't got my favorites. I mean, obviously, there's certain stuff that you would just copy naturally, like as a human being. But shit, nigga, if I can't stop that shit, I can't stop that shit. Pick that. The, go back to the defense. The main thing that I was telling you to pick my playbook shit was to pick the defense, not to even for the offense. I was gonna let you do your thing, offense probably your own way, but the defense really what you need. I mean, this year's offense is like completely and entirely better since you trying to. But again, like I said, like the defense was the main thing. Offense, you don't got to run off. This year's offense is better. It scored like it averaged 50 points a game.
For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only two words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications.
I believe so. But at the same time, like how many different types of run plays do you need? Even though we got a variety of different types of run plays, it's really just about having the run plays. No, you just need.
Coming out with it, it's Witherspoon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there but you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the right side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early.
Off unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The play-action fake. He lets one fly deep. It's caught. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Anders. Finds his man, it's Markham. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wild.
Yeah, I know that surprised me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It depends on what matters to you. I don't know. offense you using? Oh, okay. No, it just it really just is. It's like it's the plays is all rated a certain on the rating scale, but I mean it's gonna show you the script that I would suggest for the downs for sure, like some of the plays for sure. Mhm. I don't really call
When
that.
you're ranked in the top five, your very existence is a call for no pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Blue Day.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
They very well got a chance to.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gap.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many jump yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Here we go. Might as well running until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give on the outside. And he delivers the angry stiff arm. But it's greeted by an angrier defense.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st
But I mean, like after the
You've
fact,
got
like
to
it's
get
a
those
website where
stops
you can watch
early
all
in the
game
drives
broadcasts.
to set up 3rd and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that secondary defense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they are coming off a sense.
Because I don't know who. I don't know. Because neither one of these. Well, I don't know. Shit. Oh, Lord, he gone.
Performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Looks for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
But that nigga just stepped up and ran.
And you can give
Or
all the credit to
you
the
might be able to
offense. No
go
chance
into
to
like
go
the
for
creative formation and the creative play thing out of him.
The official was off of the deal, and the coach.
But you really just a lot of times you just gotta do it like during the game, just press pause and go do it real quick. You know. I just really got upset. I don't got upset up every formation. I only got upset up every formation. Some formations like way too long, roll in, fuck it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The main ones I feel like I be leading out of the score beat.
So he gets stuffed on the first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit. Oh, he's got some space.
Not just out of nickel into base. Nickel is a lot of what original product to guys.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy.
When you be stuck in zone, you know, you like, okay, I think we need to split right here. Whatever, you can't.
And elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive. Now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40.
Not every one.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. He is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Gets it in there for the touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big
I don't know if we use big with the commission either. Oh, I just missed horribly.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, he missed it. A very efficient five-play scoring drive.
The offensive line is big, and they just like run big. Receivers just running around in space.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside the
No, but I'm saying is some games you just gotta go.
He was looking for some running room,
Yeah,
but not
says
much to be
so.
found as he stopped at the 18. And And here comes the Kansas State
The computer gonna
offense
be like,
back
all right,
onto the
yeah,
field.
let's get you out here.
They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll go to the ground.
You got to increase that so you can tell me.
Pick them on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wildcats extend that huge run. They love another explosive play.
You can't. It's in everybody see. What you talking about? You never say that. It's a whole triangle to put the stuff. You be picking the play too fast, huh?
Inside the 15 at the 13. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that.
It's hard. We'll see that. Slide.
Kansas State has it first and goal. Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal for the offense. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Into the
Why y'all call something? Just let it be their ball.
setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
That's what you like, y'all fucking with us.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return into 22. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And it's another 1st and 10 play. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Otis. And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Pass completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, it
bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bad touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, and touchdown written all over because he was covering. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punt is on its way.
He's like the old black man also.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
No, that was
37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. With the catch.
She said, oh.
That had all the makings of off-knee windshield, but how about the whole corner? Taking off the tight end and keeping him from getting to first.
I feel you. For some reason,
And now on second down.
I don't know. I guess it'd have to be a one game I really
Might be calling a hot route. Using his feet.
Because, I mean, maybe, but because I just be like, you know, I like watching all the games. So when you have the housing, like this, Vegas thing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way from the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Carter. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That shit is fishy.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Time winding down, and
a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps, they're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
What you say? You say you want to tell Christian you say you're going to be the baseball basketball.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
No, I'm like,
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down.
that's what
And he was hit just as he released it. It falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll put it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
hold on. You trying to show me these stupid, I don't see these dumb ass hoops no more. You see what happened when you show me these dumb ass hoops? They're horrible. No, they're ridiculous. They was patent leather too. Let me see one more. Go, you get one more boot because it was close. One more boot.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Push down for the tackle.
I'm gonna send that to him.
The Wildcats
Jasmine
in
says
a
she's
good
gonna
spot
buy you
here with
some
second and
Mexican
short.
Jordan boots for Christmas if you talk shit.
Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They got a first down.
See?
Stop. Back and leave it with it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Fires to the big fella.
Jordan can't even
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Always nice to have
He the
that
only nigga you see
security
with those on and be
blanket
like,
of
yeah,
the
that makes
tight end.
sense.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point
I ain't so
stance. He can
glad
sometimes
that
be in
I
the
figured that
backfield. He
this
can
five
flex
star
into the slot. They might even try
really
to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Looks as if we have
That
an
nigga
injury
just
on
ran
that
through so
last
many
play, and
people.
we'll take a break to check him out.
Nah, Frazier, the little brother.
So that be places this team
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wang. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, how about that play? Curl route. And the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Field goal is good.
You told me like now,
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down...
How about this? If you play the game and when we talked, you didn't have a chance to play it, but you was winning when we last turned it on.
Because this dude is on it.
He'll bring you back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be
I mean, that's what it's up to you to dictate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up to you.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack.
It don't matter us, it's us.
They'll give it to the
I be playing sometimes, you know.
trying to move that ball forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The screen.
Not in this business.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got the fingers there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the
I
quarterback.
ain't using Gage 8
He's
like
now over
10
the century
years.
mark with 102 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They'll ride the hot
I
hand
don't fuck this up. He can show me.
across the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole.
No, he really like Chris Johnson pass. Like, acceleration line. Like, it's really good. And they jump to the
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
The stud is the equivalent of what I be doing. You go on the back end for me, it can work like that for you on the front end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this out. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys
He
are
really
keeping
like
an
Bill
eye on it for us. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done.
Yeah, they're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line,
And he looked like him too, though. If you actually go look at what Bill said.
just simply got it there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Wang. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. It's incomplete. And he surges up to the 46-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, because you got to remember conferences is not based on
Okay,
which
you'll take
school.
some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
So it's like Navy and
Second down,
Army
they'll go to the air.
and the East Coast, like across the
And that's
sea.
not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
You know that
Air
one hit
Force
the
this in
ground, you
Colorado
haven't
is
seen that
crazy.
a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy pitches.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, they are.
Really nice job. Wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot.
I think y'all call it pass interference because this nigga get locked up.
Which way is this going to go?
I got this nigga by the collar.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last
Literally,
play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Yeah, like I literally
take a
cost you
fresh set of
30.
downs after the penalty. Got a man. It's Owens. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. Beat his man trying to block.
I don't think they ever thought about it. These refs got paid to do.
He'll keep it himself. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders.
Nigga said, nah, they just some good old honest white
They
men.
got a ways to
Okay.
go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try.
Bro, who is this nigga? They tight end acting like you know the pressure, man.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum.
And it's on 3rd downs like this.
You got one,
When
you
you
got
attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
It was also because he plays
Nice drive, nice physicality to punch it into the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job crossing momentum. Going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
that shit was
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open, it's a foot race. And it's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, returning to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
No, that's not what that was. I think we like to believe that because we don't like him. I realize like you can't indulge into that shit. That shit gets you fucked up. Like, don't just because you don't like a nigga and you see one, not you, but just you don't like a nigga, you see one thing, they validate that shit that you don't like. Then niggas be like, "Yep, see that nigga a bitch." No, because you gotta think about it and think about it. Well, should he have been playing tight end or defensive end?
Delay of game, offense.
Thank you. If Draymond Green was running off, that's somebody not worried about, okay, if I do this, all right, I'm going to get the ball. Pitch it, then I'm going to fucking turn Antonio Gates on these niggas, but these niggas are soft. No, if he going and he running around the fucking left tackle, though, that video would have looked a lot different.
And perhaps a slightly more difficult.
I promise you, Draymond, if you taught Draymond could kill
the kick
6
is
seconds.
up and good.
A season.
One more on the lead.
No, because he's not 6 seconds.
Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house.
No.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
No, he didn't.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Not a lot
They
of
won
time
6.
left here in the half. Let's see if
What?
they
He said Zion be like 8 inches. Yeah, I
This
think it's
drive
crazy.
isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good
Zion lazy and fat. Oh my God. Yeah, Zion lazy and fat. I don't know why niggas think suddenly Zion's gonna turn into that fucking Max Crosby. He might be chasing niggas doing different shit, but Zion got a better chance. Zion will be out there like the niggas from the Steelers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play.
Those are 2 good pass rush runs. Draymond Green 6'6". He is not fucking 6. He's not 6'6". He's 6'9". So Draymond, like I said, so now think about that. Draymond, imagine Draymond at defensive end when he's supposed to be.
In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
No, Draymond would be fucking niggas up, man. What? Draymond Green would actually be a good defensive end. He'd be fucking the tackles up as long as his biceps hold up.
K-State sends the punt team
You know,
on
the bicep tend to be sensitive to the basketball.
3 and out and not much
You can't imagine Draymond Green out there with the wrist braces on. Like I'm trying to think of like a DN. You know, he could be like DeMarcus Lawrence for sure. Leonard Williams for sure. What are you talking about? DeMarcus Lawrence literally he just played the run on the low.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line.
He could be that too if he trained for shit.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today.
But remember, Draymond do hoop though, so he do be
He's showing no signs of slowing down there. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really
It's
easy.
funny,
It
that's
puts
what
that
we used to
defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys.
Into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They want to throw it. Let's it go to the end zone.
RPK2. And buried that nigga story so far in the media as soon as that shit came back. That's the crazy part. That's the other thing.
Push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the win, you can score points and bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again in the final play.
Oh!
This offense has a bit more of a cushion going into
Oh! Okay, y'all got
And
it
with
right
the
there.
extra point, they now
He smacked him.
possession
I know why you
at
said with my
17.
dog.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join
What is
Kevin
the
with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half.
Y'all really in the close game. It's tied.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game
said
in
he
our
might
bag
just
and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a
Like the field.
big question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more
At
physical.
Ohio State or with in the league.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and shit like this. Running with the fullback.
I still got to put that dude in the
Over
first.
sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
You know what was funny? It was funny. You didn't know he was this fast. He could run like this.
There, 3
Kind of
yards maybe, second and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's when the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run
said
that
what?
play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Here's the handoff. And the defense is swarming to keep it
Tight
to
end.
the first down. Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. 4th and long from the 48. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
They for sure would have probably won the national championship before they
Now they
did.
go to work from just outside the red zone. This junior making his presence known and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy.
Now the NFL crazy because Zach Wilson got drafted over Kyrie.
Really gonna do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long.
It's crazy. Let's put the ball in the double
Coming
clutch.
on, wants to pass. He's got him.
Oh, man.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I hope he hit the portal just because you said that.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first one.
Into the end zone. He's got it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Y'all don't like that. I'm not saying that.
Got it behind the line. It's Wang. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Nice catch. Get out of the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do. But step one accomplished.
Like, I was listening to one time listen to DJ talk on
Lining up for the PAT.
I was hearing them make a cow team and stuff like that, like where they had some really local negative games.
And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in Central New York.
He run that man too much. Get my boy, get Frazier little brother a break, man. Get Miles a break. Not your team be having shenanigans and shit. Basically. I told you that. He's good, bro.
kick out of it.
It usually help the team be good. Usually a team does that, and they really good. Usually a team does that, they're really good. It's like they don't already start the team. What? I'm taking the Broncos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, you shouldn't. Maybe shouldn't.
They're trailing by 21 to Duke. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Huh? Maybe with the Chiefs got cocky.
Finds a little space. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
Near the sticks, it's Otis. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Second down coming up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You can just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Hands it off. Gets it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
You should favorite it.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Just protect
Really
your
disciplined job.
offense because based on that. Don't do it. Post.
For unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the gap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Fuck no, it ain't.
I won't be surprised.
So they gonna fight.
Jamar Chase, when I seen them fight, like Jamar Chase is kind of strong.
No, Jamar
Guys,
Chase
this
probably gonna beat
offense
his
is already
ass.
reeling down multiple possessions.
I'm just saying.
Really need to cash
When
in
I
on
said
this
that
drive.
shit in the group chat, that had nothing to do with who I thought was finna win.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Gonna try to get it himself. Really
I'll fight
nice job
niggas
to
who
get it
ride in
past
places.
the
I don't
sticks.
really
Pick
think I
up
wanna
the
fight on
first
niggas
down
at
at
the end.
the 30.
Gotta be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Looks
It's
as if
'cause he
we
was
have
the
an
first team,
injury
so it's
on
like
that
he
last play, and
automatically
we'll take a
affiliated
break
with
to
the
check him
NFL.
out.
So
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long.
It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
these little kids be funny in my comments. I really need to start that. We finna start running these games against these little people. People be coming to my chair like, play me. The nigga said he's scared. Scared of what? I just ain't no time to play y'all little weak ass kids.
Might be changing the route.
I don't think.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The gift to the tailback.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll run it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot
Wait,
of
Marshall, I
contact
think
there.
he's
I think it's
genius.
going to be
Fucking
pass interference and a 1st down.
Defense.
I just think Billy Ramsey see what he's trying to do.
Defender gets a little
Cause see, you feel me? He grabbed him and he punched him. Jamar
Gets
Chase
some
just
free
was standing there like the Terminator. I was like, yeah, nah, that's
3 yards.
crazy.
1st down for the offense.
But again, we do
after
be
that
seeing like
penalty.
multiple niggas be trying to crack Jamar Chase and catch the ball. He really
They'll lead with him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to
he
cover.
like like a stretched out Steve Smith.
They'll go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Like Michael Irvin. I don't think nobody want to fight Michael Irvin. That's really Jamar Chase and Cooper McCool. They little star, they little receiver typically. The ultimate one of them is fucking Michael Irvin. Yeah, pick it.
Great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut.
A lot of niggas got Brandon Lloyd in their bag. Honestly, George Pickett's like Odell.
Into the end zone with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And down on the play as the officials take a break.
Like Odell or like Larry Fisher. Like evil Larry Fitzgerald.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
CD really like each other. Yeah, that's cool. And that's cool to see. You don't see that very often. Like, they really fuck with each other.
And he'll just take a knee in
Like,
this
nah,
time.
nigga, you good. Nah, nigga, you good. We good.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Isaac Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Just feeds the running back.
They said, fuck it, nigga, we the Cowboys. We gonna beat the Cowboys no matter what.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Yeah. That's what Aaron was talking
The
about.
snap
They
sets
got
up
3
the
first-round
throw.
picks.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period.
I mean,
Looks
he's
as if
doing
we
good.
have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
I mean, I
Will
agree
the
with Dave.
beatdown
Like, they will let you
continue,
sit
or is
and
this a
play.
comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
What's wrong with you?
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long
We in here, we got
pass
the
on
red zone
fourth down
going.
is to no avail.
Chris in the middle of
Listen,
time,
with
closing the
the
game out.
aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because
You gotta
they're
put that-
trailing.
so, yeah, now,
They
some
can't
plays you
get
gotta
more
put the
scores.
offense first.
They got to get a stop on this possession,
offense first.
and the offense is going to have to do better than
Oh,
they
great
just
block.
did.
Here we go. He'll do it himself on the draw. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Oh, I should have gone.
And more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
He really the coach off the water.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed
the fuck
some of the
USC?
aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it.
I would
Be
love to
aggressive.
see
The
them
problem
play
is
Texas.
when you
That
get
would be
stopped,
fun.
sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit.
Yeah, they
here
gonna
to go
lose.
make a statement and get some points.
Greg Willis is good. That's why
Between
Clemson
them and
actually
the
was
sticks
good.
here on 2nd down.
Fuck no. Dabo is fucking Greg Muschamp. Not Greg Muschamp. What's the nigga who Gus Mount, the one nigga who took one of that championship with Cam?
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Gene Chisholm. That is fucking Dabo.
Pass the football down the field to make these explosive
Is
plays.
he not?
Now Huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 26.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to
he's funny. That's what I was saying when I watched this. That's exactly right. Brandon's funny. That nigga is not a good receiver. He gonna get some yards. That's his whole thing. Exactly right, Brandon's yardage.
Been able to do that as a result. They haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He could show like in that Percy Harvin tip, but he needs to play for the Rams.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to pass.
If you just seen the way that this game
Breaks it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that is not.
How many sacks do we have?
So, guys, we'll see this offense again.
This guy's at 2.5 sacks.
To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here comes the heat. Found the spot in the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle. Getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add better.
Defense is about firing off, getting off with your guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to get the edge on the left.
Not big enough.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch.
Not a big loss.
Defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Behind the line, it's moved. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Because again, it don't mean just because you do that don't mean like
come up empty on this drive.
I still am a people mover just because you got
He'll try to
you
throw
cut
and
up.
pick up the first
I don't think
down.
he will get that.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short and they'll turn it
Like I
over
can
on
move, I
downs.
can
Just
make a lot of
rushing
people move that don't want to
forward
move,
at this point in the game.
and I can also keep them from getting their hands on me. It don't matter how cut up it is, and it'd be funny to be realizing that. And it's just because you literally just got the skills. You done cultivated them skills now over a long period of time.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man?
He ain't had no nothing. He had
Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out.
He had no
Just
earbuds.
continuing to remain undefeated.
Sure.
Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they are in a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He will not get there.
They never ran full speed in their life. I love what KP said that on
No
that.
good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Watch them
And
drive
he takes this from inside the 5.
like an old rag.
And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field.
What that got to do with anything? You
Ready
funny.
to fire from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman,
Whoa.
a defense period, that pressure the
Big
quarterback,
thing,
that
also
gets hits on
OJ.
them, that make them feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building. And you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
I just love the way the defense
I'm fucking crying. We
Each and
got
every
the same
week
thing.
we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option
he's
game
gonna have
with the
multiple
quarterback
quarterbacks,
in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far, staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there.
Yeah, before he
Rallying to the
goes-
football, nowhere for him to go,
before he goes
creating a big loss.
Punt is in the air on fourth down.
Oh, yeah, Teddy.
Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line
Okay,
before he
you know,
stops.
they banned because the other coaches got together and administration banned them and shit like that. Because you know, when the football coach started doing good, they need to tell niggas what they need to be doing and tell niggas shut the fuck up. So they should stop this nigga and these big ass wicks.
Fires to the
Fuck
wideout.
this bitch. They
No
start
spot
taking
in
it
the
out.
middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he
Yeah.
moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how
A
the D
nigga
reacts.
just called Teddy Bridgewater a baby lamb.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Give it
It's
out to the
fucking
supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space.
You see that shit?
And it
It's
is
the funny
well
part.
blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
No, I didn't.
But it's it is smooth.
I told you.
It's but like sleek version. Indicus is better.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Now they hit the last. It's always gonna be good.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the first down.
Being stretched, his backup quarterback, he having a good game.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on.
He could just do a little bit more of that. Quarterback design where get away.
Hasn't always been great. They haven't always brought their A plus game out. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of
They
points.
trying to be the
That
story for
quarterback
life.
just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin
Don't
III, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
that D-line, stop on him.
A designed run for the quarterback.
Luckily for us, we got a big one. It's not just one move. It was hard when we just had just air it out sometimes.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job. I mean, they really made this offense work so hard, earn everything.
And even though they got their runners
that's why this lead is ballooned like it is.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Yeah, George Pickens might keep playing.
Catches it at the 30. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
It depends. It depends, though. I do know that these niggas, I don't think they want to be
control of this
game.
game.
It just depends on how much they
Run
actually
out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a
Like,
really
he'll play
good
for the,
game
like,
plan coming into
the
this
Bears.
one.
He'll
They
get on
went out and
Bears.
they executed
He'll
at
get
a
on
very high
Bengals.
level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop it. They just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Yeah,
And I'm a
great
fan
on the
of this,
back.
man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is perfect. That's why they played. They had a great day.
He
like
puts him in
Texas.
business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Offense in the sumo set of big boys.
Crazy on this twist push. The D tackle, okay, he got cut. The D tackle got cut by the lineman, and it looked like he jumped over like we be watching on TV.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Yeah.
Quarterback sneak on 2nd down. That's not the most explosive play you can think of. Now facing a 3rd and long.
He just keeps it himself with a quarterback sneak.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack. And
That's why my defense be so bad, though, because we scored so
They
many
haven't
points.
done it today, though. They got to
This
go
nigga
back
had
to the
7
drawing board.
touchdowns.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this is what you're talking to.
No, so he has
He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That picture's diabolical. Okay. So we need that. I ain't trying to talk about you. I hear you. Cause that shit is big. So you need to look up big algebra. I said that is shit getting better. So you need to look up big algebra.